Hey, we're live. So I decided to go live here, talk about some figures. We got some new releases today. We got some SH Figuarts Avengers Infinity War releases or reveals, whatever they're called. We got some new Hot Toys reveals, Avengers Infinity War. What's up, Broken Straight Edge Savior? Bam to you. Looks like we got some people in here already. Rashad, what's going on? Alan, Brandon, Chris, Nick, Miguel. I should be pulling this up on my laptop right here instead of trying to look at the screen. What's up, Jay? What's up, Rolando? There's a lot of people in here, so let me go ahead and pull this up real quick. I'm going to show you some of the recent purchases. Let me turn this down so I don't hear the echo. Some of the recent purchases that I've made and do a couple like kind of live showcases and have a brewski since it's Friday and I had a long week. It felt like a long week and I just want to kind of relax, kick back, drink this, talk about figures. What's up, P-Dog? P-Dog just came down here. I'm live right now, P-Dog, on YouTube. Oh, you want to say hi?
Yeah.
Okay, so P-Dog wants to say hi. Oh, good Lord, why are you getting so big?
I don't know.
So there's the camera right there. See over there? Right there.
Yeah.
You want to say hi?
Hi.
Did you have a good week?
Yeah.
You did? What was the highlight of your week besides getting Cheeto dust on your face?
Yeah.
Anything fun this week for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to Martha's birthday party.
She's going to a birthday party, her cousin's birthday party tomorrow. All right, girlfriend, go have fun and play.
No. Okay.
All right, so I got this up here. I got the chat. You know, you're my favorite super. Thank you, Stephen Bonilla. That's very nice of you. Cincy, what two figures do you recommend me to get tomorrow when the Infinity War wave comes out? Good question. We're going to talk about the Infinity War wave in a little post that I made on the Facebook page. Let's get into that right now. So, we saw some reveals today, one of which was Infinity War Avengers reveals for SH Figuarts. And to be honest with you, they kind of blew me away. The Thanos is special. The Thanos looks amazing. And seeing that SHF Thanos, by the way, I think it's due out in June or July. Seeing that Thanos makes me completely unexcited for the Marvel Legends Infinity War wave. And I know a lot of you guys are huge Marvel Legends fans. I am too. I collect Marvel Legends. But just seeing the level of detail on those SHF,
Daddy is a took because he got so many toys and that's not fair.
By the way, if you did not hear her, she says that I am a turd because I have so many toys and that's not fair. It is fair because when you are old like me and you have a job, you can buy as many toys for yourself as you want. Where was I? Lost my concentration there. So anyway, SHF. They look amazing, personally. I think they look great. I mean, I'm interested in literally all of them except for like the Star-Lord and the Doctor Strange. Because the Star-Lord and Doctor Strange look like pretty much redos or rehashes of the individual figures by SHF. And I really like the versions that I got. So DC reviews, I'm doing pretty good. I just saw that flash up. Is P-Dog roasting her own father? Does she not know you work and deserve the figures? And I buy her figures too. So yeah, it's she was roasting me. She was.
I got no figures.
Yes, you do. She was throwing some shade. But anyway, is that One Punch Man? Yeah, that's Saitama right there. That's the 12-inch Saitama. You want to see that one? Let me go ahead.
I am punching your butt now.
So here's the 12-inch.
Your butt.
12-inch 3-0 Saitama. I know
I punch your butt.
This girl, she's something else. I know that Genos just, or is it Genos or Genos? I forgot the pronunciation of his name, but he just came out. But I really like this Saitama figure. This is very cool, and I got it for $80. I think it's still on sale on ThinkGeek, by the way. If you want to pick that one up, ThinkGeek.com, $80. It's normally a $160 figure, so Very, very good pickup if you're a big One Punch Man fan. I mean, that's basically the price of the Figma figure. The Figma is like 60 to 75 bucks. So 80 bucks for the full 12-inch version is a good deal. So let me... I lost my concentration as a P-Dog. But well, first of all, cheers for being on Friday, for being here on a Friday. Got 86 people on here. This is awesome. Got my Batman glass. I just, for some reason, this week felt very long to me. So I just wanted to kind of kick back and talk figs with you guys. I should do a Comics to Games meetup. I totally agree. I need to plan my next trip to Comics to Games. I know that the die-cast Mark 6 Iron Man is due out, I think, this week, and I might pick that one up at Comics to Games if they get that one, so I might be heading up there sometime this week. I would never run for president, but thank you for the nomination, Sith AF. It's too much stress for me. I like things that are low key. I like producing videos. That's my thing. Very low stress level with that. Anyway, so let me talk about some of the pickups that I've made this week. So I picked up there's the tailgate, Transformers tailgate. I'm not sure if you saw that in the video, but it's basically this guy, but a different paint scheme. I mean, there's some differences. The head sculpt's different. This is Windcharger, by the way. But I'm a huge fan of the mini-bots, and I've got all the mini-bots out right now because that's what I do. Whenever I get a new mini-bot, I get them all out and just put them in a big line. So I've got Beachcomber here, Brawn, Bumblebee, what's his face, Cosmos. I got a bunch of them out here right now. So that's the one pickup, is this tailgate. I think I might pick up, I forgot their names. I think it's Road Trap and I forgot the other guy's name, but they're Duocons. We never saw them on American Transformers cartoons. They were only on the Headmasters that was released in Japan, but it's a Duocon. They're supposed to not transform into a full robot themselves. Basically, it's two alt forms that transform into one robot together, but they actually do have individual robot forms in this the new Transformers line, the Power of the Prime. So I think I'm going to pick those up when I do see those because they look really cool to me. The other thing that I picked up, this is one of the ones that I found under the display at Target. This is Bombshell. So if you're watching this and I found your Bombshell, you probably forgot about it. You probably forgot that you hid it there because this thing's like 4 years old. So I apologize if I took your Bombshell, but you forgot about it. And I'm not saying, you know, I apologize that you forgot. I have a terrible memory. If I ever tried to hide something, I would probably forget about it like the next day. That's why I don't like try and hide things, because I just can't remember. I have the worst memory. But with this Bombshell, it completes my Insecticon. So there's Kickback and is it Shrapnel? I always forget his name, but there's my Insecticons. I got all 3 Insecticons now. So very happy with that. Oh, and I'm dropping stuff left and right. So the other thing that I picked up is this guy. This is the vintage Marvel Legends Captain America. And I already had this one right here from the, what was that? The Apocalypse Wave? Onslaught Wave? I think it was Onslaught. But this was the only vintage Marvel Legends I did not have. You could probably see in the background there. I have the Punisher, the Pizza Spidey, the Wolverine, the Iron Man, and the Black Widow. I did not have this one, so I decided to pick him up too. And the best thing about this is I actually found this at a Walgreens in Columbus, and it only cost me $1.99. So I'm not sure if that price is going to be at all Walgreens, but you might want to try. If you see these vintage Marvel Legends at your Walgreens, go up to the counter. If you're looking for any of these, go up to the counter and ask them the price. Because I was going to pay $12.99 for this, but when I took it up to the counter and she rang it up, it was $1.99. So I was like, yes, I will take it. So just an awesome price for this figure right here. And I like this one. This is a great figure right here. Don't get me wrong. I like this one though because they use the classic paint color, the lighter blue, and you can see the scales on the upper body. So that's pretty awesome. So I got that one there. For some reason, I'm having a tough time standing my stuff. What's next? This is kind of my show and tell segment of this live stream. I got this one right here. This is the Mafex Harley Quinn. I really, really like this figure. Now, I know the knees are kind of an eyesore because you can see the joints, but this is a really, really awesome figure. The Mafex scale is comparable to like the Mezco scale or the like Marvel Legends scale, DC Multiverse scale. So, I mean, it's a pretty good scale figure. Let me show you a comparison here. I'm going to try and get this one on the same stand. So here is the Mafex Harley Quinn in the party dress, and here's the Mezco Harley Quinn. And they're both standing on the stand there, and you could see the scale. So it's a good scale. For comparison's sake, I did get this SHF figure out. I think I might do a versus episode on these two figures, the Mezco 112 Collective Harley Quinn and the SHF, because a lot of people are asking if I want to get a higher end Harley Quinn, which should I get? And these are the two that I have in this outfit here. I have the Hot Toys too. I don't have the Mafex. If I could find the Mafex for a good price, I'll probably pick up the Mafex, but these are the two I have. SHF is its own scale. So I'll let you know that right now. This is its own scale. This is going to be a smaller scale than...
What the heck is those videos?
This is going to be a smaller scale than all the other figures that are out there. It's all SHF figures are kind of a smaller scale. So if you're buying a figure to kind of mix in with your DC Multiverse, Marvel Legends, your other 6-inch figures, I would probably shy away from the SHF. I mean, it's an awesome, awesome looking figure. It was in my top 10 of the year. It's a great, great looking figure. But again, if scale is your main concern, you probably want to shy away from that and go with like either the Mezco or the Mafex, because the Mezco and Mafex are around the same scale. SHF is always smaller. So hopefully that answers some questions. But I am probably going to do a versus episode of this versus the Mezco version. So that'll be coming up. I still need to do a versus episode with the Spider-Man Hot Toys figures, the homemade and the tech suit. She's singing right now. I think she's wearing headphones, so she doesn't know how loud she's singing. So let me look at these comments here real quick. Oh, and by the way, this Mafex Harley Quinn does come with 2 additional head sculpts for other figures. So it comes with, if you have the Mafex, the other Mafex Harley Quinn in the regular outfit, it comes with an additional head where she can be like chewing gum. So that's pretty cool there. And then it also comes with an additional head sculpt for the Mafex Batman, which I've already put on the Mafex Batman. It's the breather. If you could see that there. So this is the Mafex Batman from Batman v Superman. And I swapped the heads. I took the regular head off and I put the breather head on. So it looks pretty awesome. I like that a lot. Alright, so... And then I don't know, for some reason I got the Wonder Woman out just to repose her. It's a great looking figure. I think I was considering getting the SHF Wonder Woman because it's like $40 right now on Amazon. But I don't know, I'm still contemplating that. Alright, so let me get into these comments and questions and whatnot. There's been a bunch of them, so let me... My arm feels really awkward. Let me move these mini bots over. There we go. Stuff falling around, falling down all around me. Let me see. Alright, so if you have any questions or anything, if you want to see anything else on this bar here, let me know, and I will show it to you. Knights of Ren 79, I got a retro wave Wolverine. Let's see. I see that 3A Optimus in that background. Is he worth it? Yes, that thing is amazing. Let me see. Basically, I put all my 3A and 3.0 stuff on the bar here. I started like putting things by, organizing things by company. So I put my turtles, my I think those are 3.0 turtles, my 3A Optimus, and my 3.0 Saitama all on the nerd bar here. But You want me to wear that?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. I got it on, girlfriend. Wearing her headband. Yeah, that thing, I mean, it's super expensive. I think that thing sells for like $400 or $500. But I mean, I don't think I own any other figures that have that level of detail in them. It's just an amazing, amazing figure. The paint, the detail, it's just, I mean, it's a sight to see. I can't even imagine, I don't own the Hot Toys Hulkbuster, but I can't imagine it is more detailed than that Optimus Prime. So I would say if you are a movie fan, if you liked at least the design of the Optimus Prime from the movie, I would get it. If you hate the Bayverse movies and you hate everything about them and you just dislike the entire movie series, I would probably Optimus, no pun intended, but opt out of that. But it's worth it. I like it a lot. What are my comic grails? That one just flashed up. My comic grails. Geez, there's a lot to think of. I don't have a New Mutants number 98, the first appearance of Deadpool. I'm big into first appearances, so it would probably be a lot of first appearances. I have the New Mutants 87 in first print, pretty good condition, first appearance of Cable. I have a first appearance of Apocalypse. Probably some first appearance issues. Definitely the Deadpool. Definitely a giant size X-Men number 1. I actually used to have that comic, and I really needed money for something. I forgot what it was, but I really needed money, and I had to sell it. So that one, the giant size X-Men number 1, X-Men number 94, New Mutants number 98, stuff like that. I don't want like a Detective 27 or an Action Comics number 1 or an X-Men number 1.
Can you calm it down? Because I did a video and said it on YouTube on Tgif, and can you just calm it down?
I will calm it down for you. She asked me to calm it down because she's doing a video on YouTube for Cookie Swirl C. So I'm competing. You know what? If you go upstairs and you do your video, you won't have to compete with me. If you go upstairs and do your video.
No one's down here. No one's upstairs. Now I'm repeating this.
Well, your sister will be upstairs very soon.
Oh.
Yeah, she'll be back from gymnastics very, very soon. So she can help you with your video upstairs.
Okay, fine. But guess what I made? Guess what cake I made?
This is for all the dads out there.
She's made now.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
It's pretty good. You got the purple hair and everything. All right, guys. Let me get back to these questions. Okay. I'm scrolling up. There's been a lot of them. Hold on. Yes, sweetheart. Okay. I'm still scrolling. There's been a lot of comments. I apologize. What's my favorite pop? My favorite pop is Tony the Tiger. I love that pop. Are you going to pick up any of the announced SH Figuarts Infinity War figs? All of them, probably, except for the Star-Lord and the Doctor Strange. The one I'm most excited about is Thanos. Also, I think that the Black Widow looks really, really good. I don't think I've seen a face sculpt that looks so much like Scarlett Johansson. I think that one looks phenomenal. The Captain America looks pretty good. The Iron Spidey looks really good. So probably most of those. And I'm glad to hear that they're doing a Hulkbuster, another one, because the previous Hulkbuster from Age of Ultron, that SH Figuarts is going for anywhere from like $500 to $800. So hopefully I can pick this one up for a better price than that. I would probably definitely go for that Hulkbuster. They're also doing a Bucky, but some of these figures are getting releases in May. I think Iron Spidey and maybe Cap were getting a May release. I think Thanos was June or July. So it's right around the corner. It's not like we have to wait a year and a half to 2 years for these figures to release like Mezco and Hot Toys. Like that, the new Iron Man that they previewed. The Iron Man, apparently it's a Mark 50. So for those that aren't aware, the Iron Man and Homecoming and Spider-Man Homecoming is a Mark 47. So they're skipping ahead to the Mark 50. It's all got all these like attachments and stuff. An arm cannon, another cannon on the other arm, and then these big wings that kind of look like, kind of reminds me of Gundam, like Gundam wings, anime wings. It looks awesome. I really, really love the way it looks. But it's all die cast, and they said that the MSRP is $407. So I think that Hot Toys might be treading the water and possibly outpricing themselves from the game. I think that's too much. When most of the Hot Toys die-cast Iron Man figures are in the $300 to $350 range, like the Mark 6 is due out right now, and that is $350, I think. The Mark 50 is going to be $407. That's insane. So I don't know if I'm going to get that one or not, but I'm definitely interested in the SH figure arts that are coming out. I found CW DC Multiverse Flash under the displays. Yeah, I saw. If you saw my video when I went to that Target and looked under the displays, they had the Multiverse Flash, the Multiverse Arrow, and then that Joker from the Justice Buster wave. I think that was the name of the Collect and Connect figure. It's the big mech that Batman used to fight the Justice League in the Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo Batman comic book. All right, I'm catching up with these comments. I'm sorry I'm so behind, but I'm catching up on these now. So hold on one second here. I'm going to do something there because someone really wants attention in the chat room. So I gave him the attention by putting him in timeout like a child. So there you go. You know who you are, my friend. Let's see here. Almost pulled the trigger on a vintage Wolverine today. Hey, Cincy, can you do a review for the Saitama figure? I'm really thinking on picking that up. Carlos Portillo asked that. Yes, I will. I will do a review on that, or a showcase on that figure, because it's a great figure, and I will definitely do that. I have a lot of new figures here that I could definitely do like showcases for, so if you see me pick something up in one of my videos, just let me know in the comments, send me an email, cincynerd@gmail.com. Just let me know, and I'll do a showcase on that figure. I only have the Wolvie from the wave, Night of Ren. So you're talking about the vintage wave. I love the whole wave. The only thing I didn't really like was the fact that Punisher only came with a bazooka. It didn't come with any other guns or anything, any other weapons to use. But I gave him, let me show you. I gave him Deadpool's bazooka or rocket launcher and his grenade launcher. I think that's a grenade launcher there, or a shotgun. I don't know. But I gave him those weapons to use since I didn't really like his rocket launcher that he had, so I gave him that. Did you hear about Wave 2 of the Avengers Infinity War? Yes, and I cannot remember who's in that wave, but it does look pretty good. I think they're doing a Thor with the new Stormbreaker hammer, and I forgot who else is in that. But yeah, they do look good. Bear Clemens, yes, I paid $2 for this Captain America here. $2 at Walgreens. So if you have a Walgreens near you and you see any of these Marvel Legends vintage figures, do a price check. Go up to the counter, ask them how much they are. It might ring up for $2, and that's a great, great deal right there. Let's see. I found the Elite 56 Gallows and Anderson and AJ Styles. And Rashad, I saw the Gallows and Anderson at Toys R Us the other day, and I didn't pick them up yet. I'm definitely going to pick those up, though. They look pretty good. And I like how they're going back with the soft goods on the clothing, because for a while there they were doing like harder plastic shirts, which are kind of hard to get onto an Elite figure. So I like that they're going with the soft goods shirts. I think that's a good move. Thanks for the heads up on that. My Harley arrived yesterday. So Bill Thomas got the Mafex Harley as well. Yes.
Can school be over because I'm tired?
School is over for the weekend.
Yay!
Mezco 112 is 6-inch. It is. Retro Force, yes. I don't know if I misspoke, but yeah, it is 6-inch. SHF Han is the same size as some of the Black Series figures. Yeah, so hey, watch out, sweetie. There's stuff on that chair. I don't want you to fall off the chair.
Whoa.
SH Figuarts, the Star Wars figures and the Marvel figures are different scales. I watched a video earlier today, and I know that SHF kind of runs small on DC and small on Marvel, but a little larger on Star Wars Black Series. So it's not a consistent scale across the board on all SHF, which is kind of interesting. Nathan Rivera, what's going on? Have you seen the pictures for the SHF Avengers Infinity War wave? Yes, into the comic shop. Yes, I did, and I'm going to buy most of those. Need the hot toy of Harley, Curtis Campo said. I'm actually considering getting the prison outfit Harley hot toy. I think it looks cool. Especially if you can get it at a good price. It doesn't come with many accessories. I mean, really, the only accessories are like a book and some fuzzy slippers, but I like the look of the figure.
Daddy.
Yes.
That's twins.
That's awesome, girl.
I got twins. I missed them.
She's full of energy today.
I'm so loud. I'm so loud.
She's dancing over there right now.
Tiny to my video. Oh my God.
Twisted Mickey asks, do I have the naked Chewbacca? The naked Chewbacca. I don't believe so. What's that? I'm not sure what that is. Let's see. Wish SHF includes stands. Yes! Jason Cristobal. I wish SHF included stands also. Storm Collectibles, for the most part, has stands. The Mortal Kombat figures don't have stands. I wish they did. I really love the stands that come with the Street Fighter or Storm Collectibles figures. I love the stands that come with Mafex figures. These are awesome stands. And they're strong stands. You can get them into, like, I mean, this is a strong stand. I have her in like a jumping pose. She was in a flying pose. I've had her in that pose where she's doing the slide on her knees and swinging the sword. Those are awesome stands. But yeah, I do wish that SHF came with stands. That would make them even better than they already are. And I don't think it's that much more of an additional cost to them. Maybe they had to cut something out to keep prices at a certain level, and maybe that's what had to go. But I would love it if they did. Kenobi 53, what's going on, man? Alex said April 27th. I think that's the new release date for Infinity War. They moved it up a week, which is not the ideal situation for me because I'm going to be on vacation on the premiere. This will be the very first Marvel movie that I'm thinking about right now. The very first Marvel movie that I did not see on the opening day. Because I'm going to be on a cruise boat, so I'm not going to be able to see it. I was really hoping it was going to open, I think it was May the 4th was the original date, because my birthday is May the 3rd. So they've usually released a new Marvel movie around my birthday every year, and as part of my birthday gift, Mrs. Cincy takes me to the really nice theater. We have a nice dinner, and then we see a Marvel movie. So I was looking forward to seeing, I mean, we could still see it, but I'm going to have to be like on social media blackout for that entire week that I get back if I don't want to hear anything at all about Infinity War. I mean, I don't even want to know if people liked it or not. I'm going to like turn off my phone, turn off my text, not go on Facebook, not look at YouTube. I'm going to literally have to be on a complete blackout to avoid anything about Infinity War. I want to go in fresh. That's why I go on the premiere day. That's why I go to the very first showing on the very first opportunity. Usually the premiere date is like on a Friday. I usually go the day before because they do like a 7 p.m. like grand premiere. That's when I usually go to the movie. So I'm happy for you all that you get to see Infinity War a week early, but I'm kind of bummed for myself because I don't get to do that. But I'm happy for you guys that you get to see it. And I have a theory, if you'd like to hear it, which I'm going to probably share anyway. I have a theory on why they're doing that. So I was watching John Campea earlier today. He's a YouTuber that talks movies. I love his channel, by the way. So shout out to John Campea if you watch my channel. But he was theorizing on why are they releasing it a week early.
Daddy,
yes.
My video is already done and my video is so loud. Can you can calm down because I can't hear it.
Well, go listen to it upstairs, sweetie pie, and then sister can critique it.
Okay.
So he was theorizing on why they were releasing it a week early. So his theory was, what was his theory? His theory was that, I don't remember his theory, but here's my theory. My theory is that something big, super big, happens in Infinity War, which I think we're all convinced it's going to happen anyway. But usually they release the movie overseas a week before they release it in the United States. I think that they want to avoid spoilers that much, that it's that big of a deal, that they don't want anything leaking out and ruining anyone's movie-going experience, that they're releasing it worldwide the same day. Because I think that we're going to have not just one, but possibly multiple major characters die in Avengers Infinity War. And I think that that's the reason they want to release it on the same day. Because they figure if we're going to release it in Europe, then we're going to have an embargo on the reviews. And people are going to say, I liked it, but... And maybe they can't give like a full review on why they didn't like it. Maybe they were like depressed that some characters died or whatever. I think that's the reason. I think that they just want to avoid possible spoilers. And I think that's a legitimate concern. So, I remember his theory. His theory was that they wanted to space out the amount of time between Avengers Infinity War and then the Solo movie. And then Avengers Infinity War and Deadpool 2. So that was his theory, is that they wanted to kind of increase the amount of time between those so that people can go to Avengers Infinity War for a longer period of time before the next blockbuster hits. Because in the summer, a new blockbuster movie opens like every week. So really, if you're trying to maximize your revenue on a movie release, you have to make that the opening week. That's the time to do it. Because the next big movie is the next week, usually. That's usually how it happens. So that's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. So hopefully we'll see if that's true. But here's the other thing. We have already seen some filming from Avengers 4, the next movie. And based on what I've seen, I think that even though I think characters are going to die in Infinity War, I think you're going to see them again in Avengers 4, and that'll be their swan song. That'll be the last time you see them. They'll be written out of the MCU. The actors' contracts are expiring, and you won't see them anymore. So that'll be like their farewell, because I think it deals with time travel. Anyway, let me get back to the comments and questions here. Bill Thomas, I think I already read your comment, but awesome that you picked up the Harley. I love the figure. It's awesome. The knees are a little, but overall, it's just a gorgeous figure.
Daddy,
Yes, sweetie.
Video.
I can't watch it right now, sweetie pie. I'm live on YouTube. I'll watch it later though and give you some tips.
Okay.
So, she and Tay want to be YouTubers. That's their thing right now. They want to be like Cookie Swirl C. That's their hero. And they want to be like me. So they want to be on YouTube. But I told them they can't have YouTube accounts because they're too little. Even though there's a 6-year-old toy reviewer who makes $11 million a year, I'm the guy that's not letting them have their own YouTube channels. Anyway, I think it's super cute that they make their videos and I give them little tips and stuff. And what's up, girl?
Nothing.
Okay. Count Von Strange IV, what's up, man? Omar, thank you very much. Omar said, you're the hero we need. Are you talking about Saitama or me? Saitama's the hero we need. That guy's awesome. I love One Punch Man, by the way. I've usually not been into cartoons or animes that had subtitles because I have a problem multitasking. When I do something, I need to like invest 100% focus in it, and I love to watch the actual animation itself, the visuals. And when my eyes have to go down on the screen and read subtitles, I miss the animation. So I've kind of steered away from subtitled animes in the past. Usually I'll try and find a dubbed version. But One Punch Man, it's such a great show. It's so funny. And the humor is stuff that, it's It's dark humor, but it's such a great show. I can't recommend it enough. It's so dry, also so dry and sarcastic. It's my kind of humor. It's kind of how I perceive myself. Very, very like sarcastic and dry. So I just love the humor. Show Doctor Strange. Alex said, which Doctor Strange? I don't have a Doctor Strange. If you're talking about the Hot Toys Doctor Strange, he's in the Detolf over there. Maybe later on I'll grab him and I'll show that to you. But, oh, you're talking about SHF? I'm not sure. Hey, Alex, let me know which Doctor Strange you're talking about. Because I have the SHF in the other area too, so I can grab that one. Can I see your Rex? You're lucky to have him, dude. Lego Logan. I have him right over there. I'll grab that in a bit. I'm trying to catch up on these comments and questions because there's been a lot of them. I love when you had your girls singing along to the G.I. Joe song. Nothing warms my heart. I'm a successful parent right there. And they laughed when Cobra Commander said, "Retreat!" They thought that was pretty funny. That's awesome.
This is G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe.
Yeah, Tay likes to do this little dance where she holds her hand up because she really likes the visual of Duke picking up the American flag with the jetpack on and flying it up to the top of the Statue of Liberty. And they just loved that. They loved seeing that. And I love that they love that. So that's why she does that little dance where she just like jumps around and has her hand in the air. What Wonder Woman figure is that next to Michelangelo? It's the SHF. Or no, it's not. It's the Mafex. I'm getting confused here. It's the Mafex from Batman v Superman. And the face sculpt does not look like Gal Gadot. I'll tell you that right now. But it's a good figure. I like the figure overall. The only other problem I have with this figure, I don't think you could see it now, but yes, sweetheart.
Look me up.
I can't look you up, sweetie. I'm live right now on YouTube.
But I can show you this naked baby I got.
Oh, lift you up. Okay, we'll show that, and then your sister will be back here soon, so you guys can go play upstairs. All right, let's go.
Look at this naked baby.
There you go. I'm sure they appreciate seeing a naked baby on my live stream.
That's your life on this naked baby.
So the only other thing about this one is that, oh, there it is. See her thigh there? The blue skirt piece, when you have her in certain poses for too long, the blue can wear on the thigh and leave little marks. It kind of looks like bruising. Like she's been in like lots of fights and she's got like bruises on her legs, but
I got the poopy in my handy.
Mm-hmm. So where was I? Let's see. Darren Thompson, what's up, man? What brand are the movie TMT figures from? 3-0. Those movie turtles. Eventually, I'm going to get the Leo and the Donnie. They're about $220 each, so they're expensive. But I want to complete the turtles. I have all four. I finally finished all four of the quarter scale NECA turtles when I got that Raph in disguise, and they look fantastic. And I do want to get all four of those turtles too. Even though people don't really like that movie, I kind of liked it. I thought it was fun. So let's see. I answered that one. Lego Logan. Hey, Cincy, big fan of you, dude. You and Josh and Foxy. I love your rock and roll intros. And can I see your Rex? You're very lucky to have him. I'm going to grab that Rex in just a second here.
I got my backpack on, I got the camera on, and I do my videos.
So, George Martin, I can't find that Mr. Fantastic either. I've been in multiple Walgreens and I can't find it. She's literally filming right now. She's filming right. She just filmed my butt. How about the metallic Infinity War, Iron Man, Thanos, and Spider-Man? Metallic Infinity War. Any thoughts? Steve O0, which ones are you talking about when you say metallic Infinity War? I'm about to get the Mafex Deadshot. I think it looks better than SHF. It's definitely taller. It looks a lot taller. I watched a funny video where someone was comparing the Mafex Deadshot with the SHF Deadshot, and they used the comparison. It was Will Smith as Mike Lowry and then Martin Lawrence. They used like a Bad Boys comparison. It was pretty funny. Any new Hot Toys? Have I gotten any new Hot Toys? The last one I got was the Spider-Man Homecoming tech suit. And I got the Homecoming homemade suit also. I got them both in the same haul. Those are the two newest ones. I think my next one, if I can grab it, is going to be the die-cast Iron Man Mark 6 from the first Avengers movie and Iron Man 2. Cincy, what are your thoughts on the Hot Toys Thor and Iron Man from Infinity War? The Iron Man looks fantastic. Don't get me wrong. I love the way it looks. I think it looks awesome. I love all the attachments. Again, I like the wings in the back. I know people were comparing it to Blue Beetle, but I think it kind of makes it look anime style, like Gundam style. And I just, something very striking about that. And it looks very sleek. The whole armor just looks very like smooth and sleek. So I love it. I love that armor. But it's $407. And I think that might be too much. I think that's too much. For a single die-cast Hot Toys figure, I mean, a non-die-cast Hot Toys figure is like around $200. Like, I could buy like 2 Praetorian guards for $410 versus $407 for one die-cast Iron Man. Again, it looks beautiful, but I think it's too high. The Thor was pretty high too. I think that was $267. Correct me if I'm wrong. But they added some LED lights because he's got the lightning effect, and one of his eyes lights up. So that looks cool. And that's probably more in my price range if I was going to pick a figure up. I don't know at this point. I'll probably get the Thor. I got to see what the rest of the figures look like before I pick and choose which ones I want to get. I'm probably going to get the Iron Spidey too. Let's see here. Okay. Are you ever going to collect horror figs? Retro Force, I collect the Aliens and the Predator NECA figures, and I'm going to get all the Pennywise figures from the It movie. So yeah, I will definitely collect those. As far as like Jason, hey, don't. As far as like Jason and Freddy and stuff, I'm probably not going to pick those NECA figures up. But like, I'm really...
I see Narnia's on there.
Yeah, they are. Right there. I'm probably going to pick up all the NECA It figures. Hey, sweetie, I'm live right now, see?
Okay.
Okay.
Like, so he...
I don't think she knows that I'm recording right now.
I don't know how you cool right now.
Let's see. So, all right, I lost my place.
I'm recording now on my YouTube channel.
I lost my place.
But Cookie Rosie, I said it not. Cookie Rosie.
Sorry, I'm trying to find where I left off last.
I mean Cookie Rosie today. Jack.
All right. Keep going. I'm just gonna start here. The ex-Huffer said, did she ask for a beer? I think that's the last thing she needs right now. She's so wired right now. Let's see. Greetings from Brazil. What's up, Gilson Silva? Tony Stank, R.I.P. Yeah, he's one of the ones. Funkoff says he thinks that Tony Stark's gonna die. He's one of the ones. I think Cap's gonna perish. I think Tony's gonna die. I think Hawkeye's gonna die. I think it's gonna be a lot of them. I mean, we all hear in the news whose contracts are about to expire. So you can take that and kind of figure out where they're gonna go with some of their characters. Let's see. I just hope Cap dies because Iron Man and Hulk are my faves. They're the funny ones. Let's see. I think Pepper is gonna bite it. Is Pepper Potts in it? What's her name in this movie? Gwyneth Paltrow. I didn't see if she was in this. Oh yeah, she is in it. Isn't she? I don't remember. Let's see. Did I secure a Mezco Nightmare Batman? He seems to be all the rage right now. I told Josh Pence this because he was able to secure one. I have not secured a Mezco Nightmare Batman, and I think that is now #1 on my most wanted list. More so than Hot Toys Hulkbuster. I think that I want that one. That's my most wanted figure right now. Is the is the Mezco Nightmare Batman. So yeah, I don't have one yet. I really hope I don't have to pay ridiculous amounts of money for that. I'm
You see my video on Cookie Rosie because I can watch my video on Cookie Rosie because I want to do a video on the other video and I want to ready. It's right now.
This is the longest sentence ever. What was I even saying?
Chocolate milk.
Yes, go upstairs and I'll get you some.
Okay, bye-bye.
You can always tell the days where she takes a nap at school because she comes home. She's got so much energy. Hey, I'll get you chocolate milk.
Oh, wait, I need to tell you one thing I always do in the morning.
Okay.
I always wake up so late because I said, I can't sleep last night. Then I go to sleep. Then I wake up so early for school. And now I'm so late for school.
Yes, this is true. What's up, Owen? How's it going? Anyone have an update on Yondu? Target is killing me. Yeah, I heard midnight tonight, apparently, for that Yondu. The Yondu pop, the ECCC pop. The I'm Mary Poppins, y'all pop. I think midnight, either tonight or tomorrow. So hopefully everyone that's really looking for that pop is able to secure one of those. Target kind of dropped the ball yet again on their exclusive. Let's see.
Last night, I have a dream about the poopy emoji that's riding on a unicorn, and I have a dream, and I wake up in the morning. I said, I have a dream, but I said poopy on a unicorn.
That's crazy, girlfriend. Of the 3 Mezcos releasing this month, are you picking up Deathstroke PX, X-Force Wolverine, or Batman Ascending Knight? I'm picking up 2 of those. Actually, you know what? I'm picking up one of those. I'm getting the X-Force Wolverine. I also have the X-Force Deadpool coming to me, and I.
After you do that, can you watch that?
Yes.
Because I want to see I end up here that stand right here, looking at your video, right here, to that video.
Yes. So I'm getting the X-Force Wolverine and the X-Force Deadpool. I'm getting the Amazing Spider-Man, and I ordered the all-black Ascending Knight Batman Mezco, which was it's a Mezco exclusive. It's not the PX preview one. So a little backstory on that one. I believe that is the same version that they gave to media at Toy Fair. A lot of people asked me if I got a free Ascending Knight Mezco at Toy Fair. I did not, because I was not media. You actually have to have a media badge to get in there, and you get in there, and they have you on a list, and you get a goodie bag, and in that goodie bag was a Mezco Ascending Knight Batman. Now, the interesting part about that is the all-black version, which I have pre-ordered, and people that got that were putting it on eBay and get ready for this.
This is my daddy turn. See it turn, and last time I saw it, daddy said see, and a baby see. Okay,
and they were getting. And they were getting $5,000 for it.
Oh my God!
$5,000.
Oh my God! I put the money.
Dollars for a free figure that they got as a giveaway. Sweetheart, watch out.
Oh, dang it.
So yeah, I believe that's the same exact Ascending.
You are Cookie Rosie because you always do YouTube.
Yes. I believe that's the same Ascending Knight Batman that was the Mezco exclusive, the all-black one. So.
And you are the YouTube.
Yes, sweetie. Hey, is that Tay-Tay upstairs? Do I hear her? Why don't you go check? All right, so let me pick up where I left off. Hold on. I messaged you on Facebook. Check your message request. Vega Collectibles. All right, I will check that. Let's see. Did you see the Infinity War figure arts? Yes, I did, and I'm buying most of those. Cobra Troopers and trading. What's up, Essos Hunters? If you're still here, I'm so behind on comments right now.
KK's not upstairs.
Oh, she'll be here very soon. I think she and Mommy are getting back from gymnastics.
Okay, Baba.
You should go wait for him upstairs.
No, it's too scary. Lights are off.
S. Reuter, thank you very much for saying I'm the man. I appreciate that. Cincy teaches his kids good shows. Keep up the great work, Cincy, on the good parenting. Thank you, WWE fan. I appreciate that. That G.I. Joe video brought me back, and now I got to get the movie. Yes, that movie. The opening of that movie could just be its own movie. That opening is. I said it on Facebook. It's probably the best opening ever of anything. I just love that whole thing. Second best opening of anything ever is probably the opening scene of Guardians of the Galaxy 2, where they're fighting that monster that's eating the batteries. I love that scene where Groot's dancing around. That's such an awesome scene. Third favorite opening to anything is probably Iron Man 2, where he jumps out of the plane and the fireworks are going off around him, and then he lands and it's the Stark Expo. Awesome, awesome scene. Anyway, I digress. Sorry, I got sidetracked there. I'm just thinking of cool openings for movies. Hey, let me know what your favorite opening to a movie is. Do you have a favorite like opening scene to a movie? James Bond has a ton of awesome opening scenes. The Casino Royale, the one with Daniel Craig, where it's like a big long chase through like a construction area and stuff. That was an awesome opening. I gotta rewatch that. Did I pick up any ECCC pops? No, there was a couple that I was interested in. I really like that the Frozen, the white giant. So the zombie giant from Game of Thrones. That was one of the ones that I was really interested in possibly picking up, but I didn't get out in time. The only one I saw in store, I happened to go to a Toys R Us that morning, and they had the lawyer She-Hulk. But I didn't pick her up, but she looked cool. Let's see. John Wick, yeah, Funk Off says he can't wait for that John Wick, the Mezco. It looks awesome. I love it. Syndicate Con, that'd be cool. I would love to have a giant meetup. I mean, obviously the best place to like meet most of like the guys from the Syndicate is probably California, because there's a lot of guys out in California. But yeah, I would love to have a huge meetup one of these days. Hey, if you're in the Midwest, if you're in Chicago, we're going to be at C2E2. So it'll be me, Josh Pence. Sal from the Essos Hunters is actually flying from California. I think he's flying to either Cincinnati and I'm picking him up, or he's flying to Indianapolis and I'm picking him up. But he's riding up with us. We're going to go to Kokomo Toys on the way up, and then we're going to hit C2E2. Toy Bills from Instagram is going to be there. He's got a huge following on Instagram. He's an awesome Instagrammer. And Kyle Phillips, who's a moderator on the Cinda Comics page, is going to be there as well. He's got some awesome art that he's going to be buying at C2E2. So it will be a fantastic time. I'm really looking forward to it. What's up, Eric Williams? Cincy, have you ever watched the show Supernatural? No, I've never watched that, but it always interests me. I've always seen it like just channel surfing, and I've always wanted to stop and watch it. Let's see. Ivory Marston said, Mike Lowry. I gotta say it like that. Mike Lowry. How Martin Lawrence says it in Bad Boys. I love Bad Boys, by the way. I love that franchise. Cincy, are you gonna get the Anakin Episode 3 Hot Toys? Yes, I have it on pre-order, and I cannot wait for that figure. That was the one figure. I was going to do a most anticipated of 2018. That's probably one of my top 3 most anticipated Hot Toys figures of this year. I think the 3 that I was going to select as like my top 3 were Anakin, Tech Suit Spider-Man, and Homemade Suit Spider-Man Hot Toys. And I already have 2 of those 3, so once I get Anakin, I mean, I've got the 3 that I was anticipating the most, that I was really looking forward to. MCU seems to have the formula down. DC has Green Lantern and the Trinity, who are the highest grossing superheroes of all time and can't get movies. Can't get good movies, Sith AF says. Let me see. What's for dinner? Mrs. Cincy and I actually we went to a little cafe, and I had it was a grilled cheese sandwich. It was brie cheese with apple slices and turkey. and I had a bowl of potato and cheese soup. Mrs. Cincy had a bacon cheddar burger and some mac and cheese on the side. It was way too much food. I've actually cut down a lot on my diet. I'm trying to lose weight for our vacation, so I got to lose like 20 pounds, get in really good shape. So I've kind of cut out a lot of stuff. I eat basically like protein bars and stuff. And yes.
Oh, you got so many likes and not me. When I set my iPad down, this girl.
Hey, listen. There's Tay Tay. Why don't you go show her your video?
Okay.
It really is Tay Tay. I'm not pulling a fast one right now. Yeah, go show her the video.
Okay.
See if she likes it. What NECA figures are you looking for these days? You like their stuff for 2018? Yeah, I really like their stuff. I like their display at Toy Fair. I'm really looking forward to the Pennywise stuff. As far as current NECA figures that I'm looking for, some of the Predators figures. Josh found the Hound Predator at the toy department, and he's found it twice there, and I've been there twice and I've never seen it there, so I want that one. There's also a clear Predator from like 2010 SDCC that they have there that I'm interested in. A lot of the Predator stuff, some of the Alien stuff. That's most of the NECA stuff that I'm like really looking for right now. Let me see. Oh, I just lost my place again. Hey, Kyle's on here. Kyle said Troy's Cafe. I freaking love that grilled cheese sandwich. Yes, it was Troy's Cafe, Kyle. Kyle Phillips is the guy I was talking about that's going to C2E2 with us. He's the moderator on Cinda Comics. Follow him. Slapshot Toys is his YouTube channel. And he's local in my area. So we like always miss each other at places, at movies and at stores and stuff. So it'll be cool to finally get to look around at C2E2 and visit artists and whatnot. Cool to hang out with them. So yeah, Kyle, it was Troy's Cafe. Let's see, where was I? I'm trying to catch up. Sometimes these comments, they bump down and then I miss my place. All right, so. Oh, okay. Watchmen opening credits. That was a good one. Saving Private Ryan. I don't remember the opening of that one. The French Connection opening. Zombieland opening, double tap. Yes, I loved that opening, where it was kind of like a lot of like graphics and stuff popping up on the screen, like knowledge facts and stuff about how to survive in Zombieland. I really like that opening. Top Gun, best opening ever. I do not remember the. Is that sad? Top Gun's like a great movie, and I don't remember the opening for that movie. The slow motion intro. Yes, the slow motion intro from Reservoir Dogs. It's so cool. Ivory Marston says. I'm sorry if I skipped a bunch of comments, but this thing's jumping forward, so now I'm reading about everyone's favorite openings to movies. Guardians of the Galaxy 1 when Star-Lord started to dance after putting on the headphones. Yes, that's one of my favorites also. Come and Get Your Love on that one. Darren Thompson, Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yes, with the boulder. That was awesome. Deadpool. Yes, that's a good opening. The slow-mo where the he's inside the car and it's flipping. That's really awesome. Okay. So Tom Bowling says, I heard the upcoming SH Figure Arts Black Widow comes with 3 faces and one... I can't read the rest of that. I can't read the rest of that. Let's see. I love the Dark Knight opening scene. Let's see. Mezco Darkseid is going to be amazing. Yes! Mezco Darkseid. I think that might be the Mezco figure that I saw Toy Fair, besides John Wick, that I was most anticipating, that I was most excited for, is that Darkseid. Just looks so cool. Obviously the Cable looked good. Most of the figures at that the Toy Fair display looked really good at Mezco, but that Darkseid really stood out to me because of the size and stuff. Dark Knight has one of the best openings. I just pre-ordered my first Sideshow figure. Time to wait for arrival. Jeremy C., which Sideshow figure did you purchase? Let's see. Don't forget to check out Wrestling Tees retail store while in Chicago. Yes, I need to. Doesn't Colt Cabana have like a major like part of ownership in Wrestling Tees? Wrestling. What is the name of the company? ProWrestlingTees.com. I think Colt Cabana is like one of the guys that started that company. I thought you were gonna say Mrs. Cincy was for dinner. Wow. Let's see. Hey dude, we didn't get a chance to meet up in New York Toy Fair. The Paradox Nerd. No, I need to get back to New York City. I really, really loved that city. I waited too long to get there for the first time, but I'm glad I did finally get to New York City. But I want to go back there sooner than later. That Image anime store was really awesome. Midtown Comics was cool. Forbidden Planet was cool. But that Image anime store really kind of blew me away because they carry all the stuff that I'm collecting now. So I think that might have been my favorite store in New York City. I mean, Midtown Comics, awesome, awesome store. But that Image anime store, go visit that store if you've never been there and you're in the New York, New Jersey. If you're local to that area, hit that store up. That place is awesome. 312 Vandal, are you going to be there all 3 days at C2E2? We're going to be there Friday and Saturday. So Thursday's going to be our day where we go to Kokomo Toys and just kind of get up to Chicago. Friday, C2E2 the whole day. Saturday, C2E2 for most of the day. And then we're heading back Saturday night. So we're going to miss Sunday. So hopefully if you were planning on going to C2E2, we can meet up on Friday or Saturday. What do you think of the new Infinity War Hot Toys? Iron Man, too expensive, but I love the way it looks. Thor looks good, but I have a bunch of Thor figures, and I'm getting the Ragnarok Thor too, so that'll be my like fifth Thor. I've got the Avengers 1 Thor, I've got the Avengers Age of Ultron Thor, I've got the Thor Ragnarok long hair Thor with the skull of what's his face. Can't think of his name right now. And then I'm getting the one where he's the gladiator and he's fighting Hulk. So that's a lot of Thors. So I got to draw the line somewhere. All right. It just jumped on me again. Let me see. Let me see. By the way, thanks for everyone joining me. I saw at one point we had 155 people on this live stream. Thank you guys for joining me. This was just kind of an impromptu thing. I didn't say I was going to go live or anything. I really wanted to do it because I had a long week and it's Friday and I wanted to just kind of talk figures, show off some of the stuff that I've picked up, and just kind of relax. So hopefully you guys had a good week. Hopefully you had a nice productive week. Hopefully you found some stuff that you're looking for. I assume you're all toy collectors, so hopefully you found maybe some Marvel Legends you were looking for, some other stuff, some Pops, ECCC stuff. But yeah, so let me see here. Deadpool Carnage, do I like Dragon Ball? I've never seen Dragon Ball, but everything that I've seen, like figure-wise about it, it looks really awesome. I just don't know where to start. I've asked this question before. If I wanted to start Dragon Ball Z, where should I start? What's a good jumping on point? Because I will definitely watch it, and I'll probably get hooked on it based on how popular of a show it is. I just don't know where to begin. So let me know. Let's see. You did an awesome job covering Toy Fair. Thanks for bringing that to us. Thank you very much, Statue Fanatic. I know there was a bunch of YouTubers that were there, and I know Pixel Dan did like 72 videos at Toy Fair. A lot of great guys doing videos. The Foosh was there. I saw him. Shartimus was there. That light just went on. That was really weird. Anyway. But yeah, there was a lot of guys doing YouTube coverage, so I thought that was pretty cool, and I'm happy and thankful that you guys checked out my Toy Fair coverage. I think next year I'm probably going to do things slightly different if I get to go again, that is. I might try and get in as media next year. I think by that time I think you have to have a certain number of subscribers on YouTube, I think. I'm not sure, but I'm going to try and get in as media next year. And I'm going to do things slightly different. I'm going to do like full walkthroughs for like each of the major companies that everyone really, really likes, and I'm going to post those individually as videos. Because this year I kind of like lumped everything together and kind of made it like more of a vlog. So I don't know what you guys prefer. I mean, did you like the way I did it? Do you like, a lot of the companies being in one video, or do you like what some of the other guys do, like doing individual videos for each company? Let me know. What's up, Cincy? Love your content. Thanks for the help with my trip to Dallas. Yeah, Chris Morgan, that's awesome, man. You picked up a lot of great stuff in Dallas. I saw your hauls, and I'm glad you had a good time down in Dallas. It's one of my favorite places in the world. It's probably my favorite place I've ever lived, and I just love visiting there. So yeah, Dallas Vintage Toys, there's Madness Comics, there's the Lost Toys. There's so many great stores down in Dallas. if you guys are heading down to Dallas for any, family, work, whatever, try and hit up as many of those stores as you can. And definitely get some Whataburger while you're down there. And some tacos, because they have some fantastic taco places. Ever pick up a Hot Toys at a con before? My first Hot Toys figure I ever bought was actually at a con. I got it at Dallas Comic Con in like 2000, the early 2000s. I don't remember when, but it was a Christian Bale Dark Knight Batman, like the first release of that. So that was my first Hot Toys. And then after that, I got that one, and I was like, this is a really cool figure. I didn't know a lot about Hot Toys. Started doing research, saw that they were making Hot Toys figures for the first Avengers movie, and then I pre-ordered a bunch of figures. I bought like 2 or 3 figures from Big Bad Toy Store because I had just sold a bunch of stuff at that convention and I had a bunch of money, so I'm like, might as well reinvest it in the hobby. So I bought like the Hulk, the Hawkeye, and a Captain America. I think those were the 3 that I bought from Big Bad Toy Store when I first like discovered Hot Toys. 97 Bush said, just pre-ordered my first Hot Toys figure. Congratulations. Which one did you get? I'm interested to know. Paradox Nerd says, come to NYCC. Nick's Fig said, sooner meaning NYCC. I know Art Gutierrez also wants me to go to NYCC. It's a possibility at this point. So basically all my trips to back and forth to Columbus, sometimes I stay overnight there. That's kind of how I started doing YouTube in the first place. I was just bored in my hotel room. I accumulate points, so I get like points to use for free hotel night stays. So really, if I go to NYCC, my hotel night will be covered by my points, and all I would have to do is buy airfare. So, and then have money for spending. So, I mean, NYCC is definitely a possibility at this point. I already told Mrs. Cincy that if I go back there, or when I go back there next, I want her to come with me because I think she would just fall in love with the city like I did. So I really want to bring her. My older brother's always wanted to go to New York City too, so that might be a possibility too for him to fly up from Miami, Florida and meet us there in New York City. He's more interested in going to like a lot of the shows being filmed there, like Today's Show, Saturday Night Live, like the talk shows, the late night talk shows and stuff. So he's a huge like TV guy, so he'd probably do that. You and P2 need to go hunting again. Yeah, Ferris, I definitely agree. P2's a great guy. I would love to go hunting with him again. I think he's actually planning on being in Cincinnati soon. Unfortunately, I'm not going to ask him to go hunting because I think his wife's grandfather is not doing well. I think it's a health thing. So I don't want to I know he's going to be here for family, so I don't want to so he's going to be here for that. So hopefully everything turns out for the best with that whole situation. I feel bad, but I definitely want to go hunting with P2 again, whether it's here in Cincinnati or possibly in Florida, in South Florida. Because my brother lives in Homestead, Florida, like south of Miami, so it'd be ideal for me to, go visit my brother and then go hunting with some of the guys down in Florida. I'm digging the Mezco Nightmare Batman latest pickup. He's a hot one right now. Yeah, Ocelot. If I had access to that Mezco Nightmare Batman, I would be picking that one up like right away, like right now. But I don't know anyone that's selling it. I don't really have any connections to it. So I guess I'll reach out to the 161 people that are watching right now, and maybe whoever watches this in the future. If you know of any kind of hookup for the Nightmare Batman by Mezco, and you want to hook Cincy Nerd up, I hate talking in the third person. If you want to hook me up, let me know, because I definitely want to buy that figure. And when I say hook up, I want to buy it. I don't want it for free. I just want to buy it. It's like number 1 on my list right now. I think I want that more than the Hot Toys Hulkbuster. So yeah. Let's see. Yes, 1 Hour Tees and Pro Wrestling Tees Colt is on the billboards all over in Chicago. I believe he is part owner of the Wrestling Tees side. That's awesome. Colt Cabana is an awesome dude. I finally got to see him. Sorry to get into wrestling talk. I know there's a lot of wrestling fans out there, but I finally got to see him wrestle live in Columbus last year. And he is one of the most entertaining wrestlers I've ever seen. He's got it down to a T. he knows exactly, none of it felt ad-libbed or improvised. It was just so on point. And if you've seen Colt Cabana wrestle live, let me know if you agree. That guy is just, he's got it. And I can't believe that WWE let him go, because that guy honestly has it. Pay a visit to the Galloping Ghost Arcade in Brookfield, Illinois when you come to Chicago. Interesting. I'll have to look that up. I'm not sure what that is. My comments just jumped again. Good Lord. Where was I? Okay. Sorry, I'm scrolling. Okay, I'm gonna start right here. Scott Mantooth. Actually, I'll go up one more. Thoughts on the Sideshow Daredevil? I am indecisive. He's a kind of a comic-based Daredevil. I personally like the one that's based on the Netflix show more, the Hot Toys Daredevil. So if you have the means to pick that one up, I'd opt for that one. The Sideshow one, I've only seen it in pictures. I haven't seen it in person. Looks good. I just don't know about like the joints, the articulation, whatnot. But it looks good, so I can tell you that. Did I watch Josh Pence's romantic getaway with Foxy? Yes, that was very, very, that was a good series of videos. They hit up a lot of stores. Their live stream was something else. That was pretty funny. But yeah, that was good stuff there. They had a lot of fun. I'm back. Is he at the bottom of the chat now? No, no, Lego Logan. Sorry, I'm still catching up. Once I start talking about stuff and going off on tangents, these comments keep scrolling, and I just get even further back. Since you would like to buy my G.I. Joe collection, Robert, let me know what you have. If it's vintage or 25th, I might be interested in some of those stuff. Some of those stuff. Words are hard. But yeah, Robert, just let me know what you got, and send me some pics and stuff. Tom Bowling, I think you're going to be one of the top YouTube personalities in the toy scene soon. You got the touch. Tom Bowling, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm very humble and thankful that people seem to like my videos. I watch my videos. I watch other people's videos. I don't view myself as any like different than anyone else's. I mean, I'm just a dude that collects stuff. That's the way I look at it. But I appreciate the fact, and I'm very, very thankful that people like my stuff. So thank you. Bearded BK says, I prefer the vlog. So there you go. The thing that I noticed about Toy Fair is, and this is not like a bad thing, but like people like were extremely professional there. Like there was people in booths that were wearing like 3-piece suits. I was wearing a long sleeve Cincy nerd t-shirt and sneakers and jeans, and there's dudes literally walking around in like really expensive looking suits. And I told this to Craig a couple times as we were walking around, and I said, do these guys know that they're working for a toy company? Because they just didn't seem like they're having fun. Isn't that the whole point of toys? To have fun? To either have fun posing them, playing with them, to have fun being nostalgic, thinking about the great times you had when you were a kid, this stuff just jogging your memory. That's the whole point of this, right? I understand it's a business setting at Toy Fair, but I was just like, these guys seem so stuffy. I'm not talking about any of the YouTubers. Like, Shartimus was cool. Pixel Dan was cool, even though I kept like interrupting him. Pixel Dan, if you're watching this video, I apologize. I kept interrupting you. I just kept seeing you and saying hello to you. But some of the dudes working at these booths, they were just like suits, like empty suits. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But like, I'm Bearded BK. The reason I went off on this tangent is because I appreciate the fact that you liked the vlog aspect of my video. Because a lot of guys that make the videos, they make them very like professional. And I have to be professional at work. So when I do this, I like to not be professional. So I don't know. That's just me, I guess. Have you opened up the Raphael and trench coat yet? Yes. You know what? Let me go grab that. A lot of people have been asking me to grab stuff. I'm going to grab a couple things. I'll be right back. If I don't trip here. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, I'm back. I got to not trip on Harley Quinn's mallet here, laying on the floor. So, here we go. Bam! Look at that. Look at that guy. Lego Logan also asked to see this. So, there. Let me see if I can get a good picture of it. There's the Rex that I found for $3. Pretty psyched that I found that for $3. This is an awesome figure. This is easily my favorite quarter scale NECA Turtles figure. I mean, I only have 5 quarter scale figures. I have the 4 Turtles and I have Deadpool. I think this might be my favorite quarter scale figure, period. So I just love this figure, and I'm so glad that they released it. This is kind of weird though. It's got a hole in the back of the hat. I don't remember if in the movie it had a hole, but basically he's got this like big like knot where his mask ties in the back, and this hole sits on top of it so his hat can go on all the way. So that's strange, but I don't know, maybe it's movie accurate. But he comes with, here's his size. I have him in the back. I have him hidden on his belt in the back. I don't remember where he put him in the movie. I think they were under his trench coat in his belt, but there is his backpack. The backpack is solid plastic. It's molded plastic. And it's got, my throat is getting dry. I have to drink this beer here. And he's got like straps for the backpack, but let's see if I can get any closer. My computer's in the way, and the bar's in the way. So, no, this is as close as you guys are getting to it, but get this figure. Definitely worth it. I love this figure. Awesome, awesome figure. Jason Shane pointed out that I say awesome, awesome a lot, and he started saying it too. So I guess that's a thing. Maybe I'll do like a t-shirt that says awesome, awesome. All right. I'll put that there. Hopefully it doesn't fall and crush Harley Quinn. If you guys start to see that thing fall, let me know. Maybe I'll see the comment in 7 minutes. So anyway, Keyshawn Marshall, there you go, sir. Awesome figure. Even an awesome, awesome figure. Let's see. Hey, from Dayton, Ohio. Drone so high. Do you ever do hunting around the Dayton area? Occasionally on my way up to Columbus, because I have to drive to Columbus once a week, so occasionally I'll stop in Dayton on the way back down. Stop in the, what's the name of that area? Beaver Creek area? Near Wright State University. There's a Toys R Us. There's a bunch of stores on one road. I stop there and go hunting. I don't go to Dayton that much, though. Josh Pence is always around Dayton, though. Have you ever broken a hot toy? Yes. Which one did I break? I don't think I've ever broken a hot toy, but I've had a hot toy arrive broken, and I'm trying to remember which one it was. I can't remember which one it was, but here's the moral of that story. Something arrived broken or messed up. Something was wrong with it, and I reached out to Sideshow. Now, they only do this if you purchase directly from Sideshow. I reached out to them, and they sent me a replacement part. I think it was a cape or something. A button got ripped off. I think it was Captain Phasma. I don't remember. But they sent me a replacement. No questions asked. I just told them what was wrong with it. They sent me, we'll get you a replacement. They paid for shipping. They got it out like within a week. Here's the drawback. That's only if you pre-order direct or buy directly through Sideshow. If you buy through a third party, like most of my hot toys now I get through Comics to Games. And I've had a couple things where I opened up the package and they were damaged. In that case, you actually have to go back to the retailer and then they have to make the request through Sideshow. So I've gone to Mike and I've been like, you know, this thing arrived broken. I hate to do this, but can you like put a claim in to Sideshow? And he did it and they sent him the part and I just picked it up there. So I don't remember what that was for though, but it's happened once or twice, but they were really cool about replacing it. I need to drink this because my throat's dry. I need another one of those too. Dylan, how do you pronounce your last name? Strikarts? Strikarts. Dylan Strikarts, can you list the best stores in NYC? I'm probably not the best person to do that. I can just tell you the stores that I visited. There's a lot of dudes that are from NYC that can give you the lowdown on all the greatest stores, but if you're into the stuff that I'm into, at least, like the import stuff, Mezco, SH Figure Arts, Mafex, all that stuff, Hot Toys, Image, Anime was an awesome store, and I would definitely recommend them. I forgot what street they're on. I think it's 35th Street. Hands down, that was one of my favorites. Midtown Comics is cool. Forbidden Planet was cool. But I only got to visit like 3 stores, so... let's see. Michael Daughterman. Hi, Cincy. Really enjoying your channel. Thanks. Thank you, Michael Daughterman, for watching. I appreciate it. I pre-ordered the Empire Strikes Back Darth Vader hot toy for my first So Epic 97 Bush. Excellent first Hot Toys figure to purchase. Excellent, excellent figure. I have had the New Hope Darth Vader. I have had the Sideshow Return of the Jedi Darth Vader, and I currently have the Rogue One Darth Vader. And that will be the Darth Vader in my collection, because I've said this before, I don't think we saw the full awesomeness and power of Darth Vader until the end of Rogue One. That scene at the end of Rogue One blew me away. I mean, I already knew how big of a badass and a villain Darth Vader was from all the other movies he's been in, from the 3 original movies, and then the little tiny snippet, which you shouldn't even count, at the end of Return of the Sith, Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith. But that scene at the end of Rogue One sold it for me. He turned into full BAMF in that scene. So that's the Hot Toys figure that I chose to keep in my collection, the Rogue One version. But you chose an excellent version with that Empire Strikes Back, because Empire is my favorite. It's still my favorite Star Wars movie. So that's especially if you can try and get your hands on a Bespin Luke Hot Toys figure and then just have them posed together, or Hot Toys. If you make another Bespin Luke, I'm down for it. Please do that. That would be awesome. So no 6-inch Joes at Toy Fair. Mike Hare, no, I wish they did. I really, really wish they did. I think that a lot of guys are really, really jonesing for some G.I. Joe stuff. And I hate to say this, but the line's dead right now. And it's terrible, because G.I. Joe was my favorite thing to collect as a kid. If you're around my age group, chances are G.I. Joe was your thing in like the early to mid 80s. So yeah, I mean, I would love to see, even if they did just one figure as like an SDCC exclusive, just to test the waters out. If Hasbro did one single 6-inch G.I. Joe figure, start with a Snake Eyes, see how fast it sells out. Just do it as a test, and I guarantee you will make money on that line. Please make it happen, Hasbro. You're not watching, but, you know, I can wish. Let's see. No, come to SDCC, nicer weather too. I'd love to go to SDCC. That's definitely on my bucket list. By the way, if you follow me on Facebook, I announced a concert that I'm finally going to be able to go to and see live. I'm watching my beer as the foam starts to overflow here. I'm going to see Metallica. The tickets went on sale today. The public tickets went on sale today for a show in Cincinnati that is in January of next year. And I couldn't be more excited. As soon as I secured those tickets, I was freaking out. I was so happy, because I had tickets to see Metallica back in I forgot what year it was, but I was going to go with Mrs. Cincy. I think it was 2009 or 10. And 2 days before the show, I got super, super sick. Like so sick I couldn't even stand up. I was just like, I was dead. I was just like laying there. I couldn't move, couldn't eat, couldn't drink. I just felt like I was dying. So Mrs. Cincy, I told her go with her friend. So she went with her friend. They had a great time. Went to Metallica. She was actually pregnant with Tay when she went to that concert. So we always joke that Tay got to go to a Metallica concert before me. So anyway, I'm going in January. So now all I have to do is not die before January, and then I can finally see my bucket list band. I can't really think of any other bands on my bucket list that I want to see live. I mean, I really wanted to see Chevelle. I mean, they're a newer group, but they're my favorite group right now, my favorite modern rock group. So I wanted to see them. I saw them. I wanted to see Tom Petty. Thankfully, I got to see him before he passed. Great, great concert. And Metallica was the last one. So I guess I would love to see. You got it. Blank Palette just said, how about Rush? That's the other one that I would want to see. Rush. The Beastie. Well, you can't do the Beastie. I saw the Beastie Boys in '95. I mean, you could do. They can't really do a Beastie Boys concert anymore. What other bands would I love to see? I wouldn't mind seeing Jay-Z in concert. I've always been a fan of his music. But yeah, I mean, there's not. I saw Journey and Def Leppard. I'm looking at the comments now. Linkin Park, yeah, unfortunately. Are they still going to be able to tour without Chester? Yeah, Linkin Park would be a good. I said Green Day. Guns N' Roses. I would love to see Guns N' Roses. You guys are naming all the bands I want to see now. So yeah, Guns N' Roses would be an awesome concert to go to. Iron Geek 37 said, I just moved back to Tennessee from Justin, Texas. Do you know of any good places like Comics to Games located in Tennessee? I don't think Foxy for Real's on here. I didn't see his name pop up, but Foxy would be a good person to ask about Tennessee. That's his stomping grounds. Me and my son just started really, what does it say there? Started really hunting because of your videos. First of all, thank you for watching the videos. I'm glad that my videos have kind of inspired you to start hunting again. Hopefully you're finding good stuff. But check out Foxy for Real. He's the guy to ask about Tennessee stores. He probably knows them like the back of his hand, all the good stores in Tennessee. Happy hour to everyone. Yeah, let me, so cheers, everyone that's joining me. Clink. I don't want to hit my phone because it'll probably fall off. Disturbed and Seven Dust are great live. Disturbed would be an awesome concert. Yeah, those are, but I had front row to Rush and no one would take my shift for that night. Ouch, that hurt, but I've seen Guns N' Roses. Your message disappeared before I finished it. Korn was great live. I love Korn. If you watched my last video, I had a Korn song. I had Chutes and Ladders to start the video. By the way, did anyone recognize the song I used for my outro on my last video? I haven't had anyone point out what band that was, but they opened for Metallica in Dallas on that concert that I didn't get to go to. And it would have been awesome if I had seen them too. Shout out if you know the band that did the song and the name of the song in my outro in my last video. Let's see. Hey, Cincy, I just want you to know my wife blames you for my Star Wars Black Series addiction. Francisco Marquez, let your wife know I'm sorry for your addiction, but yes, I'm glad you found some cool stuff to collect. I love the Star Wars Black Series. Excuse me. Try not to make that too disgusting. Let's see. Nightmare Batman, let me work my magic. Cracks fingers. Nick's Figs. If you can find me a seller for a Nightmare Batman where I'm not paying an arm and a leg, I will be forever grateful. I'd like to pay. If I can pay retail, that's ideal. If I could pay, let's see, what's retail? $110. If I can pay retail or like, I don't want to pay more than 20% north of retail right now, but I would love to get that Nightmare Batman. Josh Pence has one coming to him, and I'm so freaking jealous that he's getting that figure. New Hot Toy store looks pretty good, Claude says. I got mine from a Mezco vendor I'm friends with. I can try and get you one for you, but it might take a bit of work since I got one for Josh. Oh, so you're the one that he got the one, Ocelot's the one that I lost my place. Ocelot, yeah, if you can get me a nice access to a Nightmare Batman Mezco, thank you. I would appreciate it. Night of Rent says go to Comic Exchange in Knoxville. It's really good. That Raphael is really badass. Yeah, I love that figure. It's a great figure. What's my favorite NFL team? I grew up watching the Washington Redskins. I grew up as a Washington Redskins fan. Watched them through, for 20 years. So I grew up as a Redskins fan. I've kind of started to like the Bengals since I've been here, but anytime I get to watch the Redskins, I'll watch the Redskins. So I'd say Bengals and Redskins. I was a Jaguars fan for a short period of time, about 5 years when I first moved down there, because I had just moved down to Jacksonville, Florida, and they were brand new. They had just been around for about a year. So there was a lot of hype for the Jacksonville Jaguars when I moved down there. So I kind of got into them. And believe it or not, this might seem blasphemous to Redskins fans. I lived in Dallas for 7 years. 7 years. I didn't start as a Dallas Cowboys fan, but Tony Romo was a really good dude. And I really started liking Tony Romo. Yeah, he choked a lot in the playoffs, but he was just a good player and just a good person. So I kind of started liking the Cowboys. Sorry, Redskins fans. But I started liking the Cowboys while I lived there because of Romo. So blame Tony Romo for that. He's even a pretty good commentator. That's just a good person, good human being right there. Anthrax, Ivory Morrison says, Mudvayne. I've used all these songs from all these bands in my videos. I need to use another Mudvayne song. Determined by Mudvayne would be a good opening song. Oh, wow. Okay, so George Jr. 76 says SH Figure Arts versus Legends. Woo! There's a tough one. All right, so they both have their advantages and disadvantages. SH Figure Arts, for the most part, the Marvel SH Figure Arts are all the same scale. They're all about, I think they're like 5 inches or 5.5 inches. They're their own scale, so they don't really scale well with like Marvel Legends. Marvel Legends, for the money, I would say the comic book representations look really good. So if you're big comic book fans, Marvel Legends, for $20, you're getting a pretty good figure with decent articulation, good paint, good comic book likeness. It's just that a lot of their movie stuff hasn't been the best likenesses for the most part. Now I know that digital face printing is supposed to fix that. And for the most part, like I'm looking at my Black Panther ones right now, the Nakia and the Okoye look fantastic. They look fantastic. The Okoye looks just like the actress. But like, I don't know, like the new Captain America from the Infinity War wave, it just doesn't really look like Chris Evans to me. The paint on the new Iron Man from the Infinity War wave, it looks a little flat to me. I mean, I don't know. I love Marvel Legends. I love the comic book ones, but for the most part, the movie ones, they're just not home runs to me. They look good. It's a good figure for $20. It's just that they're not like hitting on all, what's the expression? They're not, I don't know. You get what I'm saying. All right. I want to see Blink-182. Yeah, I love Blink-182. I actually saw them in Florida at the Warped Tour. I think I saw them in the late 90s. You should really... System of a Down, Rabbit Hammer says. Yeah, they would be awesome live. That'd be a rough mosh pit if you were in that pit, because they got some songs where you just want to throw your arms. You should really try our beer, San Miguel Pale Pilsen. Ragnar Odenro said that. So he must have seen that I titled it Happy Hour with Cincy. And so there you go. Check out San Miguel Pale Pilsen. Ragnar Odenro. I guess that's his beer, so that's pretty awesome. I saw them too at Summer Sanitarium Tour with Metallica. System of Down. Image Anime is at 242 West 30th Street between 7th and 8th. And I just lost that comment because I scrolled too far. Where is it? I'm sorry, I lost my place, guys. I'm trying to find. There it is. They have a website. So there you go, Eric. Shouted out Image Anime's address there. So I was close. I said 35th Street, but it's on 30th Street. Our Infinity War figs hitting the shelves. Yeah, they were released today. They were supposed to release tomorrow, but apparently the embargo got lifted one day early. So I know a lot of Walmarts put their stuff out today. I'm not sure about Myers. I know Meijer has a big display for Infinity War. Hot Topics put out all their pops. So there you go. Pre-Walker 414. Hey, Cincy, what did I miss? First of all, thank you for joining me. I just showed a bunch of figures that I have purchased recently. For a recap, I bought Tailgate, which is basically like Wind Charger because I'm addicted to mini bots. I got all my mini bots out here. I found this vintage Marvel Legends Captain America at Walgreens for $1.99. So I said, if you guys are looking for any of the vintage Marvel Legends wave, hit up your Walgreens and take the figure up to the counter and ask them to scan it. It might be $2. I shared this Mafex Harley Quinn, which is a fantastic looking figure, and I love it. Except for the knees are kind of ugly, but she looks awesome. So I shared that one, and then I announced that I'm going to do a versus episode between SHF Harley Quinn and Mezco 112 Collective Harley Quinn. So that's coming up. And then I shared a... I'm going to lay these down because they're going to fall over if I don't. I shared this this Bombshell Transformer figure that I got that completed my Insecticon. So I have all the Insecticons now. So that's it. I think you're caught up, and then we've just been I've just been looking at comments and questions and stuff. Talk about random figures, talking about the SH Figuarts Infinity War figures that were revealed today, talking about the Hot Toys Infinity War figures that were revealed today, the Thor and the Iron Man. Chris Morales said, when will you be doing a giveaway video? I'm going to do a giveaway when I hit 10,000 subs, and I'm pretty close to it. I'm fully expecting to hit 10,000. And this is not me being arrogant or anything. I've kind of been watching like the progression of like subscribership and whatnot. I'm expecting and hoping that I get to that point at C2E2 time. So I'm hoping that I can get to 10,000 while I'm at C2E2 and maybe like shop for something for a giveaway. I'm not sure what I'm giving away yet. I'm probably going to give away a Hot Toy figure. I'm probably going to give away maybe a Mafex or SH Figuarts figure. I'm not sure yet. Maybe a bunch of Legends. I don't know at this point, but I want to celebrate the 10,000 because that's amazing to me. Again, when I started this thing, I wasn't expecting to get 10 people watching it, let alone 10,000 subscribers. So just very, very humble and thankful. But yeah, I'm going to be doing that when I hit that milestone. All right. And then it's going to be an even bigger giveaway when I hit 20,000. Okay. Where was I? Let's see. I am scrolling. I have the USS Flag and the Terror Dome. That's awesome, Mike. I always wanted those when I was a kid, but there was no way my parents were buying that. The biggest vehicle I ever got from G.I. Joe when I was a kid was the Rattler. And and I got the Mobat, the tank. I got those both for Christmas, and I was blown away when I got those because I didn't think my parents would ever buy me a vehicle. Basically, the way that it worked when I was a kid is I would do chores around the house. I would mow the lawn. I would clean the house. I would, do all kinds of like little projects around the house to earn a figure per week. So I'd go with my mom on a Saturday morning, and we'd go to, at the time we went to like, it was called James Way. I don't know if you guys remember that store, but we'd go to like James Way. We'd go to Woolworth. We'd go to Dart Drug. All these stores are out of business now. We'd go to Best Company. We'd go to Bradley's. All these stores are no longer in existence. It was very rare that I actually got to go to Toys R Us. But I would go to these stores that my mom could actually go and look at other stuff too besides just toys. That's why she never took me to Toys R Us, because she could never buy something for her there. She would take me to these other stores that were like department stores she would buy a bunch of stuff and then she'd let me buy a toy, an action figure. So I'd get one action figure per week. And I amassed a pretty nice collection of G.I. Joes, Star Wars figures, He-Mans. I had a few Thundercats. I had a ton of these mini bots because that was the price range that my mom would buy me. That's why I love the mini bots for Transformers, because that's what my mom bought me. I had a pretty good collection, but they were all just like the little figures. I never had any of the huge. I never had Optimus Prime. I never had Megatron. I had a Soundwave. I got that one for Christmas. But like I never had any of the big vehicles. So it's cool to buy that stuff for myself now. I mean, that Legacy Falcon, let me see if I can show you that right there over the popcorn machine. That Legacy Falcon is amazing. And I think that I will never ever part with that. Same with the Legacy Big AT-AT, the AT-AT. I'm never going to get rid of that thing because those are the two things that I wanted so much when I was a kid, and I could just never get them. The Sky Striker, which I just bought for myself at the toy department, I wanted that plane because I had a Rattler, but I had no one. I'd have to wait till I went to my friend's house. He had a Sky Striker. I'd have to wait till I went over there before my Rattler was able to interact with anyone or fight anyone. So yeah, I always wanted the Sky Striker. So I mean, that's the whole point of like being an adult and collecting toys, is getting all the stuff you couldn't get when you were a kid, right? All the stuff you couldn't afford, all the stuff your parents wouldn't buy you. You can buy it all as an adult now. So yes, Darren Thompson, I totally agree. Darren Thompson said, I wish I went to a Soundgarden concert. Absolutely. I saw Alice in Chains, I saw Pearl Jam, but I never saw Soundgarden. Always wanted to go. Chris Cornell was just an amazing singer. Always wanted to see, always wanted to hear Hunger Strike live and in person with Eddie Vedder and Chris Cornell singing it. That would have been awesome, because that's one of my favorite songs of all time. Slim Tim says he saw Papa Roach. It was awesome. Michael Taylor, Disturbed and Seven Dust are great live. I already read that. Did I get even further back in the comments? Drone So Hi, have you tried the new store, the Toys Department in Fairfield, Ohio? You would like that place. Yeah, I have. I've been there twice. I haven't taken any video footage there. The first time I went there, I just wanted to kind of experience it. And the second time I went there, I went during lunch and I didn't have enough time to video. But yes, I love that place. That's where I bought my G.I. Joe stuff. I bought the water moccasin from 25th. I bought 30th Sky Striker. I bought a bunch of carded Joes from 25th. Toy Department is a legit store. I love that place. Go to Oh, I already read that one. Man, I am all over the place on these comments. Let me see if I can catch up. Still got 123 strong, so we'll keep going here. How long have I been on? An hour and 40 minutes. Holy cow. I think this is officially the longest live stream I've ever done. I usually cut it off after an hour, but we're having a good little discussion here, so. I saw someone post something about Woolworth. I'm trying to find that comment. Corey Knight, what's up, man? Let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay, Matthew Castro, what's up? Cincy, Woolworth is old school. I remember my grandma would would buy my toys there. G.I. Joe. Yeah, I mean, Woolworth was an awesome store. I bought comic books at Woolworth. I was so glad I was able to see Temple of the Dog last November in San Fran. That's awesome. Torden said that. I'm going. Rabbit Hammer was just singing from Hunger Strike. I was a Blue Oyster Cult guy. Tom Bowling said, well, I got to head out. Ocelot, thank you very, very much for joining me if you're still around to hear this. But he said the lady wants to go grab some dinner. I sent you a message on Facebook with some details about Nightmare Batman. Good price, too. Let me know when you read it. Dude, I will take it. If you can find me a Nightmare Batman for a good price, I'm in. No, no hesitation. I'm in. I'll buy that. Take care, Ocelot. And I saw the Miniature Kiss in Las Vegas. Kitty City was a different version of Toys R Us with a kangaroo as a mascot. Michael Taylor, was Kitty City in malls? I remember a store in malls, and it wasn't KB. I remember KB. Was it called, I don't know if it was called Kitty City or Toy Liquidators. I don't know, it might have been Toy Liquidators. When you get my age, you start forgetting stuff. But I remember distinctly going to a mall with my mom, and she would go to a store called Fashion Bug, and she would buy like outfits, and it was right next to a toy store that I would go in and just like be in there for like an hour. Um, those are some memories right there. All right, so let me see where I am here. Um, Night of Ren. I used to get my vintage collection Star Wars at Kmart. Ben Swallow says, "Holy A." That's awesome, man. I seen Santana with my girlfriend first date. Nice, Blank Palette. And taking a girl on your first date to a concert. That's pretty hardcore, man. That's awesome. That's when you're trying to impress someone. You take them to a good concert on your first date. My first date with Mrs. Cincy, I literally spilled beer on her crotchal area. On her lap. I forgot. I was telling her a story and I was being really animated with my hands. We were sitting in a bar and I totally knocked her beer over and it poured right on her lap. I was just like, all right, I'm not getting a second date with this girl. I ruined that one. But hey, I must have done something right. She agreed to a second date and eventually I married her. So there you go. So if you screw up on a first date, there is still a chance. You're telling me there's a chance. I worked for. Oh, I just lost that comment. I know you did the under the shelf hunting, but what did you think about that? Sam Hubby, is it Hubby or Hubie? Or, I don't know. When I started seeing comments that people were leaving, I started feeling bad because people were like, you just like outed our hiding place. Like that was apparently that was like an unwritten thing. That was an unwritten rule of like toy hunting is hiding stuff under that display. And apparently there's an unwritten rule of you don't touch stuff that's been out less than 6 months. So, I mean, this bombshell, I mean, that's 4 years old. So I don't think, I didn't violate anyone, but I still felt bad because, I don't know, maybe that thing was someone's and they hid it there, but maybe they forgot about it. I mean, it's been 4 years since that thing got released. I think after 4 years, it's pretty much, hey, if you find it, it's yours. You can buy it. So, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. That's a touchy subject. Because, I don't know. I don't want to comment on that. I don't want to make people mad. Did you pick up the Dark Phoenix 2-pack? No, but I got it in trade, Knight of Ren says. And I actually traded away the Dark Phoenix. I have the Cyclops, but now I want the Dark Phoenix again. So, hey, for the 137 people that are out there and whoever watches this in the future, if you have an extra Dark Phoenix Marvel Legends figure, I don't need the Cyclops. I have the Cyclops. If you have an extra Dark Phoenix, I'm interested in it, so I'll trade you for it. What do I do as a job? I do video production. Not cool stuff like this, though. I do professional video production for businesses and organizations and whatnot. I do promotional videos, advertising videos, training videos, just pretty much the whole thing. And I'm kind of a one-man show, so I do all content development. I do all script writing. I am the face in front of the camera. I am the voiceover artist. I am the editor. I do all the visuals. I do all the Adobe After Effects stuff, start to finish, front to back. I mean, that's my job. So that's what pays the bills. It's a fun job. It's awesome. I love it. I kind of lucked into that job because it didn't exist before. I was like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we had this? I worked in sales. And I did really well at sales, but I got tired of sales because once you work in sales for a long time, you get tired of sales. So I got tired of sales and I wanted to do something different, and I've always made videos. I've been making videos since I was a kid. Me and my best friend that was our hobby. We would make movies, we would make videos, so it's always been a kind of a passion of mine. So I went to my company and I was like, I'm sick and tired of sales. Wouldn't it be cool if we did this? And they were like, let's give it a try. And that was 3 years ago. So now I've been professionally making videos for 3 years, and it's been going pretty good. So that's the long story long on what I do, and I love my job. So to anyone out there that is able to work a job that you love, congratulations, because it's an awesome feeling when you go into work and you don't feel like you're working. It's a great feeling, and you get paid to do what you enjoy doing. It's an awesome feeling. I know a lot of people don't get that opportunity, but if you do, hold on to it, because it's a great, great thing. Anyway, all right, I'm catching up. I'm a senior in high school and I want to do video production. So Knight of Ren, what kind of advice can I give you as far as video production goes? Here's the thing. When I was a senior in high school, I wanted to do video production too. I wanted to move to Los Angeles. I wanted to go to film school. I wanted to work in Hollywood. My dad and my mom were like, that's a dumb idea. You're not going to make it. You're going to be struggling. You're going to move back here penniless and jobless. And I kind of believed them. They talked me out of doing what I loved doing. No fault to my mom and dad. They just wanted me to do something that I think they felt was more secure as a profession. So, I wanted to, as a kid, I wanted to impress my dad. My dad was in the Air Force. He was a captain in the Air Force. He served for, I think it was 8 years, 10 years. I don't remember. He served in the Air Force. My brother was in the Air Force, and I wanted to be a pilot. Thanks to G.I. Joe. Thanks to G.I. Joe. Thanks to Tom Cruise and Top Gun. Thanks to Iron Eagle, the movie. And thanks to my dad, I wanted to be a pilot in the Air Force. And I went to Virginia Tech. Very good school. I was going to be in the engineering program. I joined the Corps of Cadets, which is a official, like, you're in ROTC, you wear a uniform to school. Virginia Tech is, I mean, it's, most of the people wear like regular clothes, so every now and then you'll see a kid wearing a full uniform, a military uniform. That's what it was. So I was in that program, and sorry if I'm boring you guys with my personal story here, but I basically got, long story short, I failed out of school. I got A's, because you basically took courses for the military to learn military studies. I got A's in my military classes, because that's what I was focusing on. And regular, good old, like, English and math and those courses, I got D's and F's in. So I kind of failed out of school, moved back home, went to a local college near my parents' house, pulled my grades back up, got like A's, and then we moved to Florida, and then I got a job at a company which a lot of you guys probably don't even know about because you're young or don't remember them, America Online. Got a job there, and that was kind of the start of my career. When I got a job at America Online, I got a job working in sales, and they promoted me within 6 months to sales manager. And I just, the rest has kind of been history. I've just kind of just been working my way up. But that's basically my adult life in a nutshell. I don't want to get too much into it. I'm boring you guys, but let me talk about other stuff like toys. Have you seen Black Panther? Yeah, yes, Corey Knight, I loved Black Panther. I thought it was really good. I loved Shuri was awesome. I loved all of the tech in that movie. I loved the car chase scene was awesome. Some of the dialogue parts were a little long at sometimes. Eric Killmonger was awesome. And I definitely want to see it again. So yeah, I liked it a lot. Any future plans for the Syndicate? I don't really have any, like, when we have like Syndicate like plans, it's like a group of us trying to get together, like figuring out like what we're gonna do. A lot of people think that like it's just me making the decisions. That's couldn't be any further. I actually don't do like any administrating anymore on the page just because I'm so busy with work and making these videos and stuff. So I kind of backed out from administrating. So anytime there's like a new kind of decision made about like the Syndicate, it's usually not me. It's the group of guys that are kind of running things right now. So, but eventually we'd like to get t-shirts done. We've been talking about t-shirts for like a year now. So Syndicate t-shirts, like Syndicate, I don't know, stickers, hats, stuff like that. That'd be cool. Do I collect Blu-ray 4K Steelbook? Yes, and I actually just pre-ordered the Thor Ragnarok Steelbook Blu-ray from Best Buy. I think that comes out next week. I think that's next week. And then the following week, I think, is Justice League. Would I show off my Blu-ray collection? Absolutely, I will. I don't know. I mean, let me know if you'd be interested in that. I know you would, Blue Box, but everyone else, would you like to see a Blu-ray collection video? I can do that. I just don't know how many of you guys would be interested in it. Hold on. I gotta drink this. Why am I hiding? What are you hiding under the hat? Bald head, horns, a pulsating brain. A buzzed head is what I'm holding. Hiding, whatever. Hiding under my head. I'm a buzzed head. Yes. Anyway. Cincy, what is your end game with collecting G.I. Joe? I'm not sure what mine is. I don't know. To buy all the stuff that I really wanted as a kid and couldn't get. To buy all the figures that I loved the most when I was a kid. And to get a Sergeant Slaughter. I was not very smart. I was at C2E2. It was either 2 or 3 years ago. And Sergeant Slaughter himself had a booth at C2E2. And he had both of the figures, both of them, the USA one and the drill instructor one. And I think it was, the drill instructor one was $100. And for $100, you got the figure and you got him to sign the figure and a picture with Sergeant Slaughter. And I didn't do it. And I feel so dumb for not doing it. And then I think the USA one was $75. I think you got the figure, a picture with him, and his autograph on the figure. I'm so dumb for passing up on that. But yeah, I mean, as far as like Grail figures, G.I. Joe Grail figures, that's the one that I want the most. I want that Sergeant Slaughter, I think it was a SDCC. I don't even remember what con it was from. And I want a vintage Flint on card, because Flint was my favorite character from the cartoon. I want a vintage Flint. And BJ Bonsall, what's up, man? He said, Cincy, when are you going to come back to a live stream on Cindy Comics? Probably next week. I think I'll be able to make it next week. So here's a free plug for you guys that are watching this video. I'm going to try to be on the Cindy Comics live stream to talk comic books. Talk all about comic books next week. So join us on that live stream if you can, and if you're interested in comic book talk. Cincy, are other people finding $3 Black Series or just you? I think a lot of people found those Black Series figures for $3. They were marked down to like $2.96. But a lot of Target stores are adjusting their prices. So I don't know how long that's going to last, but I'm just happy I found the ones I did. Corey Knight says, oh, hold on, I missed a couple. Without the hat, you look like Vin Diesel. Leo says, without the hat, I look like Vin Diesel. I'm like extremely non-buff Vin Diesel. Some people have said that I look like a short version of The Rock at times. I don't see it. I think I just look like me. But hey, if I look like someone cool and famous, I'll take it. Who would be your dream to meet at a con? Oh man, that's a tough one. Harrison Ford, maybe. This is gonna sound weird, but Harrison Ford kind of feels like a second dad to me. Just because I've been watching him for so long. Like I was a kid and I saw this guy, Han Solo, and he was so cool.
Can you stop doing a video?
I will soon, sweetie pie. Did you take a bath or something?
Yeah.
Oh. P-Dog's back, by the way. And we're at 118 minutes. Holy cow, this has been 2 hours. And I still got 132 people watching. Where was I? Oh, dream person at a con. Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford felt like, he still feels like a second dad to me. He's like my Hollywood dad. Just because I grew up on Han Solo. I grew up on Indiana Jones. I grew up watching that guy. And he's just... I think he's around the same age as my dad would be if my dad didn't pass away. So, and I think my dad was a big fan of him too. So that makes it even better. What are you trying to get, girlfriend?
Tay,
Oh, okay. Harrison Ford is my answer to that question.
No.
Cincy, did you ever own some of the Mask and Silverhawks figures? Oh man. So JNZN asked me that. I hope they bring those back. I had so many of those Mask figures, and they have those at the toy department. And I've seriously, they have was it called Boulder Hill, the big play set for Mask. They have it at the toy department for 110 bucks, and they have it in the box. The only thing it's missing is the hoses, the gas hoses. I am so tempted to buy that Boulder Hill playset because again with Mask, I only got the small vehicles. I only got the small ones. I never got the big truck. What was it called? The Rhino. I never got any of the big vehicles. I never got the playset. So, man, this is my opportunity to do that. I can't believe they have it there. Um, if I had more room in this place, I mean, this is a pretty big, like, toy room, man cave. But, like, you could see there's stuff everywhere. I mean, I'm running out of room. But if I had more room, I would buy all those old play sets. I'd buy the flag from G.I. Joe. I'd buy the pit, the big headquarters. I'd buy Castle Grayskull. I'd buy what was the name of the Skeletor's castle? I'd buy that. I just don't have a lot of room. Marvel or DC? If we're talking current comic books, we're talking DC. If we're talking movies, we're talking Marvel was my choice. If we're talking television shows, I think DC's got Marvel on that. Even though their Netflix shows have been pretty good. My throat's getting really dry. I might have to cut this short. I have 136 people on here though. Zartan was cool. It would change color. Can this be a weekly thing? I just lost the comment. There's lots of yelling upstairs right now. I think Tay-Tay's being a little ornery with Mrs. Cincy. There's a lot of parenting going on upstairs right now. Batista will be here in Philadelphia for the upcoming con. Batista's going to be at C2E2, and I usually get... So here's the thing. I collect artwork too. I collect like original comic book pages. I collect commissioned artwork. When I go to C2E2, they're known for their artist alley. When I go to C2E2, I like to buy at least one piece of artwork, either a commission piece or a original comic book page, like the giant page that the artist actually takes the script, visualizes what am I going to draw here, draws it out, and then sends it to the company, and that's what they turn into a comic book. I buy that original piece that the artist actually draws on. And then I get a picture and or autograph with a celebrity. So I like to kind of get one of everything. And I looked at the guest list, and I would love to get like either a picture or an autograph from Dave Bautista, just because I was a fan of Bautista as a wrestler. He's great as Drax. He was great in Blade Runner 2049. I like the actor. I like the dude. So I would love to get a picture. So I think that might be my celebrity there. Have ever watched Doctor Who? Yes, and I love that show. I just need to catch up. I watched the first 2 seasons when they brought it back. I forgot the actor's name, but the guy that played Destro in the first G.I. Joe movie, he was Doctor Who for 1 season. I liked that season. And then I watched the very next season, and I can't remember the name of the actor who played Doctor Who, but it was a really good one. And I love the show. It's some of the best sci-fi you'll ever find. I just need to play catch up because there's been so many episodes. Leo says, you have a lot of toys. You sleep with them. Occasionally, when I fall asleep on the couch down here, Raphael here keeps me company. Let's see. Do I collect the Motu Classics? No, and I've been wanting to get into the Super 7 stuff for the Filmation figures. I think they look fantastic, and I've been wanting to get into those. How do you feel about the Venom movie? I mean, there's really nothing to feel so far other than if you like Tom Hardy. I mean, I'm a huge Tom Hardy fan. I don't think he's made a bad movie, so I'm very, very confident that it's going to be a good movie. I mean, we haven't even seen what he looks like in the symbiote, so I don't know. I think it'll be good. Let's see. Had the Mask 57 Chevy. Oh, that thing is beautiful. The one that springs up and it has the third wheels on both sides. That thing is awesome. The guns pop through the windshield. Snake Mountain. Thank you, Knight of Ren. Snake Mountain is Skeletor's castle. Marvel Legends or DC Icons? Marvel Legends, I would go with. Icons are cool though. It sucks that they ended that line because that is a great line. I prefer Marvel Legends. Let's see. Do you collect any Dragon Ball figures? No. But I've been very tempted to pick up some of the SHF stuff because they just look really, really good. All right, let me see. I think I'm going to have to end this here because I'm over 2 hours. House was burning down. Which one figure would you save and why? So Superfunk 1 million says house is burning down. Which figure would you save and why? The Sideshow, Tauntaun, and Luke. It's still my favorite figure that I have in my collection. It's gonna take a lot to beat that figure, so I would save that one. All right. Blank Palette 2 says, my friend Tex did a Ghost Rider for me. Tex meaning Mark Teixeira? Because that's an awesome, awesome artist to be friends with. I would love to have a commission piece from him. Wingnut, what's up, man? Room is a problem. Have the USS Flag, Terradome, Joe base, and most of the vehicles. Holy cow. Mike Hare has quite a G.I. Joe collection. What's up, Tay-Tay? So, real quick, I'd like to give a shout out to the Cincinnati Bell technician that came out to my house and fixed my internet because I haven't had any internet interruptions since I started this. If you've tuned into my previous live streams, you'll know that my internet usually like putters out and it gets real pixelated. Hopefully you haven't encountered any of that or experienced any of that. I think he fixed it, so he just changed a couple settings and it's been pretty good so far. Chris Morales said PlayStation or Xbox One. I don't have a PS4, I have a PS3 still, so I'd have to go with Xbox One. I want a PS4, I just don't have one yet. I got to meet Flash Gordon a couple years ago. It was awesome. He was like the cool uncle or grandpa, BJ Bonstall. That's awesome. I think I've seen that picture. And I like your Flash shirt. You've worn the Flash shirt on a Cinecomics live stream. Shout out to, and free plug for the Cinecomics live stream, which hopefully I'll be on next week. But here's a she's just been kind of creepy. Oh my lord, you're heavy. When did you get so big? This girl's gonna be 8 soon in a couple months, right? 2 months, she's gonna be 8 years old. So, what's up, Tay-Tay? How was gymnastics?
Good.
Yeah? You're live on YouTube right now. There's 129 people watching you right now on YouTube. What do you want to say to them?
Nothing.
Your sister had a lot to say, trust me. She was on this thing non-stop earlier. Let's see. What's up, Alpha Wolf Gaming? Jason Shane says, hi, Tay-Tay. Let's see. Yes, Mark Teixeira. Yes, if you want a piece, my brother can ask. That's his best friend. That is awesome. That is awesome, Blank Palette. So, yes, anything by Mark Teixeira. I was a huge, huge fan of his Ghost Rider stuff in the 90s. Huge fan. I love his artwork. It's like so, what's the word I'm looking for? It's different than anything else that you saw out there. Like, I was a big fan of like the super clean style, like the Jim Lee, Arthur Adams. But like his work is just so detailed, and it kind of reminds me of like a painting. It's like brush strokes, a lot of like cross hatching and stuff. Just gorgeous. But yes, I would love a piece from Teixeira. Are you doing a meetup at C2E2? Yes, we'll be there Friday and Saturday. So when we get closer to C2E2, we'll figure out like a meeting place. But we'll meet on the floor of the show. Maybe just walk around and hit some booths up. Maybe hit Artist Alley up, and hunt together. I mean, it would be awesome if we could just all like get together and have a big group to hunt the floor. It's an awesome show. I love C2E2. That's, what did you drop? Oh, okay. I love C2E2, so I can't wait to go. It's going to be a great time. All right, so I'm gonna have to call this. I hate to do this. There's 129 people watching, but hey, we'll save it for the next time. Maybe I will do this on a weekly basis, but thank you for joining me. This has been awesome. 2 hours and 9 minutes, a new record for me on a live stream. This has been great. You guys are awesome. I appreciate it. I'm sorry to cut it short. If you're just joining me, check it out. I'm going to publish this and leave some comments or questions, and we'll follow up on those on the next time I do the live stream. But there's Mrs. Cincy. You want to say hi?
Hello. Taylor, I'm calling your name for 10 minutes. Let's go.
And she's wearing a Star Wars shirt, by the
Yeah,
way.
short.
She's wearing a Star Wars short. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for joining me, and adios.
Bye.
And Tay Tay says bye and have fun collecting.